Hey everyone, it's Coolkid here, back for another One Piece chapter review, chapter 1063. And honestly, when I was reading this chapter, there were some things I was like, wow, I didn't expect we would be getting to this soon, but, we are in the final saga, so we better start, getting things forward, moving things forward to the final act. So, there's that. But is there anything else I want to say before getting on with the chapter review? Oh yeah, I do got a couple of things. So, first thing, I just want to remind people that I am doing live reactions to the new Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Arc anime episodes, with episode 2 coming out this week. So, if you want to check out my live reaction to it, check it out on my channel this Monday. So, yeah, there's to that. And the second thing I want to talk about, definitely want to talk about before getting on with the chapter review, is Oda did make 2 mistakes in chapter 1062 / last chapter that he put online to say these were mistakes. So the first one was the Seraph Kuma actually was supposed to have white hair, but they actually drew it as black. And number 2 was with Atlas was supposed to be Punk number 5, while in the chapter it was labeled as Punk number 6. So, it's they just put that out. And also, in this chapter, it is fixed to having her clothes say Punk number 5. So, good news to that. But, yeah, I guess it's time to get started with the chapter review. But, of course, as always, we must start with the cover page, where, basically, we're continuing the Drama 66 cover page story. And basically what we got is, well, a frozen wasteland to chocolate town. And we got Cracker, who is just like totally dead ass on the ground, completely frozen. And Brulee is crying about, well, as the, I guess, title of the cover page says, Pudding's been kidnapped. And I have to say, why? Why would she even be kidnapped? Like, that's the only thought I thought. I was like, what? Why? God, I don't know why she would be kidnapped. Like, if we're presuming this is all done by Aokiji, which I'm like 90% sure this is Aokiji right here, who is part of the Blackbeard Pirates. Why would they have Pudding? Wouldn't they just, I don't know, take her devil fruit? I mean, she does have a pretty powerful devil fruit, so, they probably would just kill her and take her devil fruit, but I don't know why they would even capture her. Like, what does she have that they would want? Shit. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I feel like an idiot right now, because I just remembered something like, she's the third eye clan. She can read poneglyphs. Well, she can't technically read poneglyphs, but she has the ability with her third eye to potentially read poneglyphs. I'm like, god damn it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. God, I'm so stupid. But yeah, I guess, with knowing that actually makes a lot of sense why Pudding's been kidnapped. Actually, I could, as I said, like, in the last couple of ones where, I could see, Caesar's now joined up with, the Germa 66. We could easily have, well, not Pudding join up, or per se, Pudding has been kidnapped or is in the control of, the Blackbeard Pirates. Ooh, okay, that's very interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we'd see, like, an interaction between Pudding and Kobe, because Kobe is supposedly kidnapped. Oh, man, no, okay, that's a lot more interesting. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And I don't know, I'm feeling like we're, just towards the end of, this cover page series. And honestly, I gotta think about this now. Are we even going to really get any more cover page series? Because usually after a cover page series is done, we'll get a bunch of cool Oda drawing cover pages, the Straw Hats doing whatever. But, just like thinking about this, it just from what I'm getting the feeling from the story, and especially what happens in this chapter, we might have like one or two more cover page stories left. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to think about, and like, even though it's the final saga, I do think it hasn't sunk in my head and many other people's head is that One Piece is going away soon. Not like within a year, but I don't know. Honestly, I could see it like in the next 2 or 3 years at shortest One Piece ending, but it'll probably be a little bit longer than that, but it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of a crazy thought to think about, man. Just crazy to think about. But yeah, that's all I really got to say for the cover page right now. So I guess let's move on with the chapter itself, where it continues off from last time with, Bonnie, Luffy, and Chopper. They were all, stuffing their face, and we just see them all, like they're a little bit bloated and full, and God, I love Chopper's line where he's like, "Oh man, I bet they all love this food machine." Well, except for Sanji, maybe. Oh God, I love that. And we got Atlas. It's like, "Wow, you sure guys can eat. All 4 of you have big bulging bellies." And we got Jinbei being like, "You do know mine was already like that." God, I just love that. And meanwhile, we got a recycling machine dog, or the recycle curry. Curry, I think that's how you say it. But yeah, it's basically a dog that, recycles all the trash and whatnot. So yeah, that's cool. And we got Atlas being like, "Oh, I guess it's time to go back to work. If no one riots, if I don't riot, no one else will." And, Atlas essentially goes off, causing mayhem and probably punching her way through whatever's going on. It's like, what the heck kind of job is that? And then Chopper does notice there seems to be just general people around, like, wait a minute, who the heck are they? We didn't even see them earlier. And Bonnie's like, we can assume they're some kind of assistants to the lab, which probably is my best guess right now, because, like, even outside of the punks, like, sure, you gotta admit, Vegapunk has to have some kind of general assistance around, like, maybe not, because, maybe after the whole situation with Caesar, he might be holding back on some assistance, but it's fair to state that, just assistance and whatever would just be roaming around. And Jinbei does even mentions, like, they weren't here a second ago. I guess they must have been hiding because they weren't really sure about us. So yeah, there's to that. And even Bonnie mentions about, like, the clothes they're wearing. Like, hey man, is it kind of hot for clothes like those? And then next up we see Luffy in his nice new snazzy Vega or Egghead Island outfit, which honestly, yeah, it looks real. Honestly, it looks really cool. The boots, I don't know. When I just look at, like, the boots he's wearing, they just totally remind me of, like, whatever Astro Boys' boots is. And I guess that would match the aesthetic and the long little coat that he has. But, they all look pretty cool. And Luffy says, "Wow, these clothes feel light and they're nice and breezy." So, with the power of science, I guess long wear fits perfectly in a hot summer environment. And everyone's like, "Where'd you get those clothes, Luffy?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, over here." And he points to this fashion building. And how do I explain this? Like, in, like, those movies where it takes place in the future, or, like, a futuristic city where someone's, like, oh man, I gotta get dressed. And they press a button, and the machine automatically dresses them up. It's something kind of along those lines. Like, Bonnie is like, wow, nothing beats free clothes after a complimentary meal. Oh, okay, sure, yeah, whatever. But yeah, continuing on, she's like, well, let's see, style selection. How about battle uniform? And the machine dresses her up, and boom, we got Bonnie in her Egghead Island battle uniform outfit thing. And honestly, Bonnie does look pretty cool in this outfit. It's not bad if I say myself. And she even mentions, wow, these are light. The boots even make me feel like I'm floating. I wonder if there was any connection with that with the Germa and their boots. I wonder, but yeah, Bonnie looks pretty cool in her outfit. Also, we get to see Chopper in his adorable, futuristic-esque outfit, which is Chopper, so very cute. And heck, Jinbei, we got Jinbei wearing a Hawaiian shirt, just a Hawaiian shirt. And you know what? Actually, before I continue on, I gotta do something. Well, since Jinbei's wearing the Hawaiian shirt, I thought it was appropriate that I put on my Hawaiian shirt. But like, seriously, dude, Jinbei's just wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Like, dude, seriously, Jinbei is the dad of the crew. I mean, this proves it by anything. And he's like, man, they even have some tropical style. You know, these would make some pretty cool outfits. These would make perfect outfits for disguises. But it's probably too late for that since everyone knows who we are now. But yeah, honestly, I'll just say, love these outfits. All of these outfits, including Jinbei's. I think all these outfits look great. Man, dude, I just love this stuff. Yeah, Egghead Island outfits, perfect. But yeah, continuing on with the chapter, we got Luffy through his future sight, which I just love. Like later in the chapter, he's like almost instantly. Not he doesn't have to focus or anything, but yeah, he can tell just right away. He's like, guys, it's Kuma. It's just mirrors looking for us, and we see this pacifista and like this, I guess, police officer-esque outfit. It's very interesting. I mean, I guess so. And Luffy, almost immediately with his future sight, just like I said, he doesn't even have to focus or anything, and he's like, we gotta get out of here. He's ready to charge for us, and then, dude, freaking this pacifista just starts running towards Luffy and Bonnie and the others, and he just starts firing off his laser, and Luffy's like, guys, get out of here, he's firing his laser almost immediately, which I guess just to stop right here, I'm really loving that Luffy doesn't even have to try with future sight or anything. I guess that shows how powerful his skills are. But yeah, the Kuma shoots off a laser. He's like, provisions and garment has been reported stolen. Thieves detected. And they're like, wait a minute, this stuff wasn't free? Which, exactly. I mean, all they had to do was press a button. I mean, couldn't they put like a machine and put $1 or something, or be like, receive this machine, place $5 or whatever, but whatever. Yeah, it wasn't free, and freaking this pacifista just starts shooting off these damn lasers. He's like, God damn it! Well, surely he's causing way more damage than we would ever do. Are they trying to kill us? Well, don't you think that's a little harsh for being a thief? Well, I'll be toasted if I don't fight back. And Jinbei is like, yeah, it's just self-defense, but then again, we are pirates. Hostility comes with this territory. And well, we got no other chance to do. And we got Luffy charging up a Gum elephant, I think? Yeah, I think it's a Gum elephant. And he's like, Gum, and then Bonnie at like the last minute just knocks Luffy out of the way, out of his attack, and she's like, "Stop it!" Unfortunately, that makes them both dodge out of the lasers, and Bonnie and we got Luffy being like, "Yo, what the heck, Bonnie? Do you see his lasers? I was about to slug him." Bonnie's like, "No, no, that's my father. He's the only family that I have left. I'm begging you." And then all these Straw Hats, or at least Jinbei, Chopper, and Luffy are realizing, wait a minute, your father was Kuma? So they realize that, but she's like, "Just please, he's the only father I have left, so please don't hurt my daddy." And oh god, the feels, and we even have like a little flashback scene of like Bonnie as a kid with Kuma. Oh my god, that's I'm sure a lot of people did feel that in the chapter, but yeah, Luffy with the pacifista about to shoot Bonnie, and Luffy's like, "Yo, get out of the way, dummy! It's nothing more than just a pacifista." And we just see this big explosion on Egghead Island, and honestly, yeah, that's really it, all we get to see of Egghead Island in this chapter. Do I want to say anything to later on? I will say I really do appreciate like this whole moment we're getting with Bonnie and everything, and honestly, like I do really feel for Bonnie's plight like throughout the chapter. Like I'm sure I'll just say this for right now. I'm sure she knows of the pacifistas and whatnot. And I think she can tell, yeah, this is a pacifista, but you know, I just can't come through with someone literally taking the face of my father. I just can't handle it. This just does make you feel really bad for Bonnie. So yeah, I'm sure I'll talk more about this later on in the chapter. But yeah, after that we go to a certain sea in the New World. How specific? But yeah, we got basically the Blackbeard pirates fighting against the Heart Pirates, and you know, we got on the Heart Pirates. It's like, "No good, Captain. Another hit like that, and the water pressure will crush us. We won't even be able to escape." And Law's like, "Well, it's time to surface. There's some land north of us. So everyone, prepare for battle and be quick about it." And, oh yeah, what's a freaking chick now? Which before continuing anywhere, damn Law, love Law's design as a girl now. Just female Law, really good, man. You know, I really should get that Law female figure. But yeah, continuing on, we like, Law's crew has been partly turned into, well, they've been flipped genders. They've been female. With we see Law, Beppo, heck, we even see Sachi as one. And oh my god, I love this scene where Sachi's like, "Oh my god, you're so cute now, Captain. Do you have a death wish? Oh crap, sorry. And then suddenly, Penguin? Yeah. Suddenly Penguin gets his gender flipped, turning into a female, and they're like, "Oh no, I've been affected. This power is contagious." I was hoping that they were hoping to disorient us by flipping genders. Fine. It'll be fine though, because if our clashes with the Emperors taught me one thing, devil fruit powers can be countered by a great deal of hockey. And then I guess Law just literally pumps out a bunch of hockey, and through that he flips his gender back. Ooh, very interesting. Actually, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, sure. And then next time we actually see Law's crew, we see pretty much, I think, all of his crew switch back to their, normal gender, them all males. Well, Law does have one female in the crew. I wonder if they switched her gender. But yeah, either way, I presume just with, Law just shooting out all of this hockey does not just counter his, but everyone else's gender flipping. And to explain exactly what happened, let's just turn to the next page and explain by, well, Daku. He's like, they managed to nullify the disease. I expect no less from a pirate worth 3 billion. So that's how it goes. Antibodies always comes along with one person finds their enemy. It's not long before another one is cured. It was entertaining though. I call this one Milady Transformation Plague. And then we got Daku, sick fruit. And I'll talk about them more in a second because we're pretty much getting all the new devil fruits for some of the Blackbeard pirates. And then we got Van Auger, who grows I think he's growing like a goatee or something. And he's like, Burgess, I'm going to send you to that island over there with the Van Auger Warp fruit. Oh god, that's so cool fruit. And then he teleports freaking Burgess all the way over to this island when Law and his crew resurfaces from under the water and everything. We literally see Jesus Burgess lifting like an entire mountain. Or is it a plateau? Either way, he's just lifting up a giant piece of land, and he's like, my buff fruit powers are the freaking best with Jesus Burgess buff fruits. So, okay, you know what, I guess I'll talk about this now. So, we see, each of these members show off devil fruit powers with Daku with the sick fruit, which I presume he's able to make diseases. Now, obviously, the disease that Law and his crew have were just literally, well, I guess gender flipping disease, which at worst it's like an inconvenience. It's not going to make them weaker or anything, or nothing to matter. But if you can truly create diseases, I think there's way worse stuff that it can do. I think that is pretty obvious. Actually, I do also wonder if he's always had this devil fruit, because I don't know, maybe one of the side effects of having the sick fruit is, well, you're essentially eternally sick, or well, slowly dying until you once die. So I wonder if he's always had these fruits. But I would argue that some of the other ones, like Van Auger definitely did not have his fruits. Pre-time skip? Yeah, I think that's the last time we saw Van Auger. That was pre-time skip. He definitely did not have the warp fruit, where it's essentially what it is. He teleports people or himself wherever. I mean, I presume he can teleport himself. But honestly, it's kind of weird thinking about it, since no one actually has a straight up devil fruit with the power of teleportation. God damn it, phone. What was I saying? Oh yeah. It's kind of weird to think that Oda's never given someone a teleportation fruit, while you got stuff like Law's fruit where, there's workarounds where he can teleport if he opens up a room, but straight up, Van Auger can just straight up teleport people wherever he wants. Well, I have to presume there's some kind of limit, maybe only anywhere that he can see, he can teleport people or whatever. I guess that would make sense. I don't think he can just be like, okay, let me teleport this guy from all the way from the East Blue into the Grand Line. I don't think he can do something along the lines of that, but maybe he could. It's a mystery. You never know. And honestly, it works really. Honestly, giving him the warp fruit would really work really well when fighting in. Actually, I'll save the more talk about the devil fruit, but I'll just say this for the buff fruits for Burgesses. Honestly, a really simple fruit of essentially, just from what I'm getting, super strength. Because while there has been fruits that do increase your strength and your capability, I don't think there's just been a straight up devil fruit that has the strength fruit. So I guess, it is interesting that we're getting these pretty simplistic, I wouldn't say simplistic, but simplistic based Delver abilities that, Oda could essentially put on whoever earlier in the story, but to give these to, the Blackbeard pirates, and they are maybe simplistic, but still very, very powerful. That's something you have to fear. Also, I do wonder, I don't know if he got this, and I'm pretty sure he never had the buff for during pre-time skip, but I wonder if he had that during Dressrosa. Interesting thought. Interesting thought. But back to the chapter. We just got Burgess just lifting up a goddamn entire mountain, and Law's crew is like, well, how the heck did he get even in front of us and everything? And he's like, superhuman strength, bizarre contagions, and teleportation. These guys have hunted some of the most insane powers. No wonder their bounties keep rising. And, Burgess throws a freaking entire mountain at Law's crew, but he opens up a room and teleports elsewhere. And then we got freaking goddamn Blackbeard, I think, riding on top of Stronger, right? Yeah, riding on top of Stronger. He's like, Zah! It hasn't been a while, Trafalgar Law. And he's like, what do you want? Oh, is there any way to speak to a fellow member of the worst generation? Which I feel like people easily forget that he's part of the worst generation. But yeah, Blackbeard is like, oh, I knew when you, Kid, and Straw Hat left Wano, I knew one of you would end up here. But I had no way of knowing which I would show up. But with Big Mom and Kaido gone, the world's going to turn on its head. Doesn't it sound fun? Zah! Oh, and yeah, we get the reveal that Stronger, Doc U's horse, has the mythical horse fruit model Pegasus. And I don't really think there's... I know Greek mythology, I don't know it the best, but I know it pretty well. And I don't really think Pegasus has any other abilities than the ability of flight that could be like hidden or whatever. But yeah, Stronger is a flying horse now. Just like in Skypiea. Okay. But continuing on. We even got Doc Q, who's just like right under Blackbeard. He's like, Commander, Stronger says he's struggling carrying our weight, and I'm struggling myself too. Oh my god. But Blackbeard continues like, Kaido had one, didn't he? So just how many rude poneglyph rubbings do you got? I'll be taking them off your hand. And I was like, you took the words right out of my mouth. Let's settle this. Winner takes all. And chapter ends. And no break? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, no breaking. Oh my god. You see when I said earlier that this chapter did something that I didn't expect to see. But, you know what? Yeah, I guess I'll get into the chapter discussion. I'll leave all this Law stuff towards the end. I'll probably have less to talk about with the first half, with everything that was surrounding the Straw Hats on Egghead Island and everything. But, first thing, love their outfits. Their outfits are nice and snazzy and everything cool like that. But, I guess another thing is that I definitely do love the demonstration of Luffy's future sight. Because before that, I would even argue that on Wano, I wouldn't say he was focusing, but he was definitely, when he was doing future sight, you could tell when he was. Not like in this chapter where he doesn't even have to try. He can almost instantly do future sight without even trying. He's like, yeah, I know Kuma's there. He's coming towards us. He's going to shoot a laser beam right towards us. So I definitely do like how the demonstration of, essentially, and him using future sight and everything. And I'm sure I'm sure that Vegapunk has a bunch of these Kuma pacifistas in this, I guess, officer uniform and everything. I guess that kind of makes sense and everything. Sure, yeah, with literally Kuma being the Templar and everything. And to repeat myself again, I do really feel really sad for Bonnie and Reply and everything with her father. You cannot feel bad for her in this chapter. And honestly, I don't know, I just feel like this chapter definitely does make me feel like, man, Bonnie, man, I'm starting to like Bonnie. Which, not to say I hated Bonnie before this. I guess I never really hated her, but I don't know. I just felt like she was a little undeveloped and unexplored, and hints towards something. And obviously, we're getting that. And I don't know. I'm just liking more and more about Bonnie as we see throughout and everything. And even though relatively not a lot important really happens in this first half of this chapter, I definitely do think it's interesting, and yeah, again, to show off the cool, totally new outfits the Straw Hats are wearing with Jinbei's Hawaiian shirt. God, that's gotta be a thing now. That's gotta totally be a thing. But anything else I really want to say about the first half? Nah, not really. So, yeah, you know what? I guess let's go to the second half and talk about each of all the new devil fruits we see. So, we got Doc Q's sick fruit. And basically, at least from what I get the feeling throughout this chapter, Doc Q can cause, plagues in some cases. And even though the one he demonstrated in the chapter, the Milady transformation plague, which is just turning people into, female. Well, I mean, it could just also be people into the opposite gender of what they are. But either way, at worst, this plague is just an inconvenience. It's nothing threatening. I mean, it could be interesting that the devil fruit can only make plagues and sicknesses, but it can't directly kill them. It can only do things to make them weaker or have inconvenience. That would be a very interesting use of a plague fruit. But maybe Doc Q's like, oh, dude, you thought that was hard. Well, let me demonstrate you my true plague powers. And also, just as Law demonstrated earlier, Hockey can cancel out powerful devil fruits. That's just how it works. I mean, obviously it makes sense and everything, like how, just Law can't room away and just take someone's heart out, or Big Mom's heart out just because she has too strong of Hockey. If you have strong enough Hockey, you can just, I guess, cancel out almost any devil fruit. I mean, God, that is really reminding me of Aizen when Soifon did her, I forgot what her Shikai was called. But yeah, when it's like, oh yeah, your instant kill Shikai doesn't work on me just because I'm too strong. It gets me feelings like that, but I guess it makes perfectly sense in line with everything. So, I mean, even though Doc Q's devil fruit is really powerful, if you have strong enough Hockey, it can just cancel it out. And I wonder, I'm having a feeling like one of the properties of the devil fruit, the sick fruit, and specifically why it's called sick is, essentially the user will be sick and will be essentially slowly dying until he eventually dies. I don't know. It just makes me wonder, has he always had this devil fruit? Or has he not? Just very interesting. It's just a thought that, just is coming across my mind and everything when it comes to Doc Q. I'm sure the other, I guess, like the other ones we see, like Burgess's new fruit and Van Auger's new fruits, I'm pretty sure they didn't have it pre-time skip, but easily I could see how the new devil fruits, Doc Q is being the only one to have a devil fruit even before pre-time skip. So there's that. And then Van Auger, just his new devil fruit, the warp fruit, or the teleportation devil fruit is very threatening. And like, even if it's limited by, oh yeah, he can teleport anywhere that he sees. That's still a very threatening devil fruit that, you know, he can use in battle where, you know, if someone's a bit like, dude, I can imagine like totally the sniper battle between him and Usopp, and where, you know, Usopp's like, I got you in line, and he starts teleporting all over the place, lining up his shots and everything. It's like he takes one shot, bam, bam, you know, he just teleports all over the place. It's just is like the perfect fruit for a sniper. Well, I don't know if it's the perfect fruit for the sniper, but it's probably as one as I can think of, just off the top of my head, because it's like, you know, even if you're not getting a good position there, just teleport elsewhere for a better position. And it's not just helpful for him, but for other allies and everything. Like, he teleported Jesus Burgess so he can use his devil fruit more effectively and everything. And it's just, oh my god, it is a really cool use. Like, thank God they gave him this fruit. Yeah, anything else I could talk about the fruit? I mean, I do have two general theories that the fruit's limitations: either he can teleport anywhere that he sees, or anyone that he can teleport anyone or anything by like what he sees, or he can just teleport to any place that he's been or where he knows the place looks like, or maybe something along the lines of that. I don't know. We'll have to see about it in the future. And then the Jesus Burgess's buff fruit, which is essentially super strength, the most simplistic ability that you can give almost anyone. And I mean, it makes perfect sense for Jesus Burgess, which I do wonder, has he always had this devil fruit? Or, not always, but I have to read Dressrosa, but he might have this devil fruit. But either way, he essentially just gets a super strength devil fruit, where, I mean, just as Law has said, these powers are insane. And while all of these, except for like, I guess Q isn't that simplistic, but either way, these are very simplistic abilities, but because of their simplicity, they are very, very, very effective. Super strength, the ability to lift anything, and, you know, even though there's been devil fruits that has increased your strength and everything, this is a very threatening devil fruit. Just the power of super strength, like, dude, literally, if it's literally to, oh god, that makes me wonder. Oh, I do wonder if we are going to get a moment where someone's like, oh yeah, I could push you back, but it's just goddamn general strength. It can't be. I wonder. Oh man. Actually, who the heck's going to even fight Jesus Burgess? Because, I don't know, I feel like all the Straw Hats are going to take one by one each of the, of the goddamn freaking Blackbeard Pirates. I wonder who's going to face Jesus Burgess. Maybe Sanchi? I mean, who knows? But yeah, dude, all the devil fruits are threatening, and even including stronger Q's horse. It's literally just the Pegasus fruit, which, be fair, not the Pegasus fruit. I mean, the horse fruit model Pegasus, mythical. Hey, sorry for that jump cut there. My camera just decided to stop recording, but yeah, god damn it, phone, where was I? So, yeah, stronger, even though he just has he has a mythical fruit, which, you know, as the story is moving on, we're getting to see more and more mythical fruits. I wonder how many more mythical fruits we'll see throughout the story. But yeah, even so, even if, just off the top of my head, I only think, like in mythology, a Pegasus can only really fly as a special ability. Even demonstrating a devil fruit, like, well, I feel like we all knew that Stronger was going to get a devil fruit, even if it's just a horse. I didn't know in what capability, but the ability to fly, sure, that's good enough. Yeah, very, Very good, very good. But either way, just the showing of the threatening power of the Blackbeard pirates, and we know they've been looking for devil fruits, and we don't know who they've killed for these devil fruits. They definitely killed plenty of people there. And speaking to, essentially, the Blackbeard pirates are going after the Law pirates. Well, I mean, that literally we got freaking Blackbeard being like, honestly, I knew it was either Kid, you, or the Straw Hat that was going this way. So I left my chances up to fate. So yeah, he just waited for one. And it could have easily been Kid or anything. Honestly, I don't know if I ever said this, but I honestly thought like Kid was going to go up against, I guess, Blackbeard, or have an encounter with Blackbeard first instead of like Law. But interesting. It's definitely a different turn of events and everything. But even so, like, God, Law versus Blackbeard. I mean, just the possibilities of what could happen. Because a lot of people are scared that, one, Blackbeard's going to take Law's fruit. I mean, even if in the main situation, he's just here to take all the rogue poneglyph rubbings / etchings. That's all he's here for. But even so, he cannot consider, like, okay, Law Sulfur's really powerful. I gotta get that on hand for me, or maybe another crew member that I really trust. So you can't forget about that. You can't forget about that. So you have to fear about Law's life. We could easily see in the next arc that Law is dead and one of the Blackbeard pirates has lost fruit. God, that would be so scary and terrifying. I don't think they would kill Law off screen, but dude, it's just one of those things where, and the thing is, Oda leaves this like this stuff like an in between chapter, in between arcs or whatever. But this is just like right in the middle of Egghead Island. We're not in like you know, Egghead Island Act 1 or whatever. It's, you know, the end of that. But no, it's just straight in the middle of the arc. And God, I feel like throughout this entire arc we might see like the Kid or whatever other crew in the world doing something just all throughout this arc. It really is possible, and we're moving all these pieces forward to the eventual end, and there's just, you really can't avoid something like that. Anything else? I mean, actually, wait a minute. Because let me think right now. Kid, we do know he has the one that was on Zoe. He is the one that obviously Kaido has. He might have the one for Big Mom, because I could see the Straw Hats sharing the etching with the Kids crew. Not Kids crew, but sharing with Law's crew. That's definitely possible, but at least he has 2 poneglyph etchings. And then, I don't know, hey, who knows? Maybe even Blackbeard has one. What if Blackbeard has the last row poneglyph? Oh, dude, that would be so freaking insane. Dude, what if at the end of the situation, he wins, he kidnapped Pudding, and he needs Pudding to unlock that. And so even if he has all the pieces, he's still, oh, God, oh my God. That possibilities just make me crazy to think. Hey, my camera decided to stop recording again. I wonder if this is telling me I should be ending my recording soon. So, yeah, I'll try to be ending this video soon, but back to it. We could easily see, like, next time we see Blackbeard, he literally has all the poneglyphs, all the pieces. All he is missing is, well, the ability to read it. And, you know, if he's truly captured Pudding, as we see in the cover page, you know, he might be literally at the last step, just needing to get Pudding to have the ability to read it. Oh God, that is just, it is so intriguing to think about and everything. And whew, God, just, it really does make you think. Like, Blackbeard literally, by the next time we see him, he literally might have all the pieces together, just missing that one single piece to find the, well, essentially, Laugh Tale. But yeah, I guess that's really it with the I guess with talking about discussion for the chapter or whatever, I really did like this chapter. This was a pretty cool chapter and moving things ever so slowly forward, much faster than we expected, but something to tell. Anything else I want to say? I don't know. The future, what might happen. You know what? Nah, I don't really got anything else to say. I am definitely curious what the hell happens next chapter and everything, but final thoughts. This was a really cool chapter, and everything that it slowly pushed forward just got me so much intrigued on the future of One Piece. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. So, you know, do the like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, only if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, you could. Also, I guess I should repeat this again. I'm doing on Monday my live stream for the next live reaction for next Bleach episode. So if you want to check that out, check that out. If you don't have to. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next time when, well, we find out who truly is the winner. Who takes all of the poneglyphs. Until then, see ya. See ya. But yeah. Nice. Very nice season 10. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But yeah, dude, Bleach just got me excited. I'm ready to talk. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like discuss. I did the live reactions. I don't know. I am thinking about doing like episode reviews like every 2 episodes. So after I'll do the live reactions, and then every 2 episodes I'll just be in this usual recording setup, probably with the Bleach wall scroll. I'll be doing that. I mean, there's a lot of videos I have ideas for, but you never know. God, that Jaws win post. I don't know. I do miss the the good old Ukiyo wall scroll that I had off to the side of One Piece style, but we're not in Wano no more, so I can't really show that off. I mean, I could, but I'm dedicated to what I'm doing. But yeah, I guess that's really it. All I have to talk about. I don't know what else I could really talk about. I mean, there's many things I could. Like, Mario movie trailer. Did you guys see that? Did you? I don't know, whatever. I mean, if I really want to talk about it, I probably would make a whole video about it. I don't know. I feel I have nicer thoughts to say about it than some, but it's but I guess that's really it. All I have to say. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys next time whenever I'm doing something or whatnot.